Good morning, friends, or good day, or again, whatever time of day it is. um, Getting my own personal discomforts out of the way. Um, I need to take a shower, but I wanted to record this message first. And sometimes the uncleanliness that we feel is it's necessary to be there in order to figure out what it is that we're working through. Um, and even though I wanted to go and take a shower before I did this message, is it weird? I didn't want to wash away the darkness before doing the reading. Sometimes you just need, not that you need darkness, but sometimes it is important to acknowledge the fact that darkness is on you, that discomforts are on you. We pick up so many things that we don't align with throughout the days of our lives, and it's so important to take proper action to cleansing our energies, and not just in a sense of not just energetically and not just physically. It's not just taking a shower to wash off your physical body. It's combining that shower with the intention of also clearing your energetic body and cleaning that out. And whenever you do energy clearing with like sage and stuff like that, it's asking your physical body to take in as much of the cleansing and healing that it can from that as well. Maybe I'll do another one this afternoon after I shower too, just to see what comes through. I check the ADHD box, and I kind of check the autism box, I think. And things like showers are really difficult, and I've definitely started to grow to understand that part of it is transitions, like going from one state to another. Not even so much like going from dry to wet to dry again, but going from like the warmth inside the shower to the cold outside the shower. Growing up, I didn't take a shower without like having a little heater on in there if I could help it. And that's definitely an issue for me now. But just to become aware that it's the own internal like resilience that I'm building every single step of the way. I've even tried to turn the whole shower routine into like a ritual where I was using a dry brush at first to like get all the dead skin off, and then I clean my face and do my teeth, and like I've got the little scalp massager for the shampoo, and I've got a brush for when I condition and stuff like. And then I'm overwhelmed by there being too much that needs to be done, but then it's like, no, you don't have to do it all. If you have to just go in there with a bar of soap, it's fine. How am I trying to like word this and compare this to? Sometimes we are capable of handling it all, of doing it all, of having a 17-step shower routine and being able to check all 17 of the things off of that box. But sometimes that's just not possible, and it is so important to give yourself the grace and the forgiveness when that's not possible. It's not about giving 100% of your full potential at every minute of the day. It is about giving what you're able to give to that moment that is going to be most beneficial for you. And with that, I don't know where to go next. Maybe some cards. Okay, the dark magic is shining. Choice. Your decision will be correct. It came straight out. And reveal. Express the real you. What's going to help to get this message across? Shine. Make yourself seen. I'm actually reading in this, not just make yourself seen, but make yourself shine. You know, allow yourself to shine. See yourself shine. And this lantern, it's like smoking, so that's almost like a energetic cleansing of sorts. Like the, sorry, it's so, I just don't know how to get the, I don't know how to make it light for the camera. I don't have a solution yet. Anyways, the lantern is smoking, and that's reminding me, you know, of cleansing, like with sage and stuff like that. Make yourself shine. Clear out all of that debris that's in your aura that is preventing people from being able to fully see your light. That's preventing you from being able to fully feel how bright you actually are. There's a ship in the distance, and that's really calling out to me. So let me see what I read into that. That light that she's holding is going to signal to that ship over there. And with the intention that comes off of the smoke, kind of like whenever you do sage, you know, the energy that comes off of that. The intention that is infused into that, the intention that we shine with, the intention that we cleanse ourselves with, impacts what's able to shine through. That's going to impact which ship in the distance it pings to bring to you. So if you go to take this shower and you ask the water to fully cleanse you and get rid of all the stuff that's not in alignment, and just really, you know, cleanse yourself down to your essence, then you're gonna leave the shower feeling clean. You're gonna step out into the world, and the people who interact with you are going to be a bit brighter because you're attracting in that intention. They're going to be more to the core of their essence because you've made yourself more to the core of yours, and that's that magnetic attraction that you're going to call in. But if you go to take a shower and you just frantically clean yourself real quick, and you're barely even mentally there, and you're just like, how quickly can I get in? How quickly can I get out? That's the same energies that are going to come to you even whenever you're done. You know, you're going to go out there and things aren't going to be fully thought out, fully felt, fully processed. It's just going to be, you know, jumping from one thing to the next, getting things done as quickly as possible because we're on a time frame, even though time is made up. And time moves differently based on how present we are in the space. And our energy moves differently based on how present we are in ourselves. And the more present we are in ourselves, the brighter that we can shine through. And when we're confident in, it's not even about being confident in ourselves. It's about like being confident in that light inside. If imposter syndrome is a problem and you don't feel like you are capable, it's not about you, it's about your spirit coming through to express that light. It's not about like you, this body, this meat suit, this person on the outside expressing it. It's about you allowing yourself to be the vessel. Back to that vessel analogy. It's about allowing yourself to be the vessel for the light of your spirit to shine through. And that's going to call in the ships and everything in your life that needs to come either to your aid or to your assistance, or maybe you need to get on this ship and go. Maybe literally on a ship. Get on this ship and go. Maybe you need a ship built out of new intentions than what you've created thus far. Let's see, I was thinking about something else earlier today, just this morning, about I guess as an example, like the 4-minute mile or something. No one thought that they could beat the 4-minute mile until one person beat the 4-minute mile. And once that one person beat the 4-minute mile, suddenly everyone else is breaking the 4-minute mile. From the time we're young, we're pretty much given options like, what do you want to be? What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be? What do you want to be? What they really mean is, what do you want to do? What do you want to identify yourself as being instead of just being? I just want to be me. I'd like to grow up and just fully be Alyssa, whatever that means. But it's like you're given a list to choose from, and you don't necessarily, you might not even be aware that there are other options. Okay. All right. Sorry. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, so you might not even know that like there are other options there. And all you need is to be like presented with the fact that other things are possible. I wanted to live in a van and travel the country and like work on farms for money and stuff like that. And I remember like talking to my mom about it. I had pretty a detailed plan. Not that I expected it to like remain to plan, but it was like, okay, get to another state, drive 1 tank of gas, stay there for 2 weeks, another tank of gas, stay there for 2 weeks. I was just gonna do this slow travel, spend as little money as possible. By the way, your body doesn't know the difference in something real or whether or not you've imagined it. And that's the problem with imagining things too much sometimes, is not, never doing it because you've already imagined it. But anyways, I was like, and when I start to get low on money, or I need a place I want to be around people or something like that, I like go work on a farm, work with the land, grow food is what I want to do, stuff like that. And my mom literally looked at me and said, well, you can't do that. I was like, I can, and there's like a ton of people that I'm watching on YouTube do it, a ton of like solo female travelers van lifing across the country full time. Like one girl's been doing it for a decade, So sometimes what you think is possible is way more far-fetched than what others would think is possible, and it becomes like, for you it's not even possible, now it's probable, things don't just become possible, they become probable. And other people are looking at you going, impossible. And you're like, actually, the percentage says the chances of me making this actually happen. And you've got enough evidence finally to back it up. So there's a study with like, I want to say it's like 5 monkeys or so, right? They put these like 5 monkeys in a room, and there's a ladder going up to a string, and you pull it down and a bunch of water falls down. So one monkey goes up the ladder, pulls the string, all 5 of them get doused. They remove that monkey and bring in another one, and that new monkey tries to go up the ladder, and all 4 of the other monkeys are like, no, like, don't go up the ladder, and he's like, okay, I won't go up the ladder. By the end of this experiment, all 5 of the monkeys that are in the room with the ladder are different than the ones that started, and none of them have ever experienced being doused with water, and yet none of them are willing to climb up the ladder and figure out what might be the danger up there, because so many people in the past like told them not to, because everyone who had that experience before told them not to. Well, now you're left with a whole bunch of people who are saying no, don't do this, and none of them even know why they're telling you not to do that. Follow your heart, chase your dream. Okay. Interesting. Okay, this one is standing out, the Angel Tarot. Thanks for being here. This is so much fun. I love doing this. I like being able to share it. I really want to help people, and I've done a decent job in my life so far, I think, in my humble opinion, of helping myself. And I've learned that like the paths that we all take to help ourselves is all going to be a different path. And so like the best advice that you can give to people is like getting down to the bare necessities of that advice, getting down to the basis of that advice. The advice isn't going to be like, well, you need to go travel and spend time alone in nature so that you can have the awakening, so that you become aware of how your thoughts impact your reality. No, like, that worked for me. That works for some. Other people might, get out alone in nature and go into full-on panic mode and, like, not have any type of awakening, The only thing you learn is that you don't want to do that. So just... I do my best with the specified experience that I have to my life, and to break it down into the simplicities of what can actually help more individuals in the whole. Page of Wands. I'm just here to give ideas, okay? I'm just here to give suggestions. I'm here to deliver the message and deliver the magical message on things that might be able to help more of us. Okay, there's a robin or something, a red bird, a cardinal, I guess, on the end of this wand right here. Can you see that over here? A little red cardinal. And that bird is going to fly away, right? It's got wings, it's going to fly, but it's red, so it's the root. It's okay for you to spread your wings and fly. It's okay for you to take the messages that received to you and, like, fly and spread them. But it's important to remember, like the red of the bird here, it's important to remember to be that the root, the source of where that's coming from, even as you drift further away and you spread it, that the source remains the same. Okay, that even though these ideas are going to come to fruition in different ways for different people, the source remains the same. Any more from this? No. One more from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, and then we'll call it good. From this one, I love this one. I love them all. Was that the High Priestess? The Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? You're being called to step up and lead purely from being yourself. The best way that you can lead anyone in this life, it's not about the details. It's about the embodiment. You're not leading people to do the same things in the same ways that you do. You're leading people to find their own way to do them with work, which works best for them. Is that it? Play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Play. Go out, dance, celebrate, be with friends. I love that this up here, this like sun or whatever it is up here, the way that it looks always reminds me of almost like an iris, like an eye, you know? So it's like, again, you're here to let your spirit come through. So that all-seeing eye that's up there like looking down on you right now, all it wants is to see you fully enjoying yourself. All it wants is to see you fully embodied in this experience. And like, it's not even so much about learning the lessons at an intellectual level of the things that you go through. It's about alchemizing them within, transmuting them within. Like, for the lessons to land, it's not just, oh, this is right because this is wrong because this. It's not like that. It's, this feels wholeheartedly right in this moment, you know, completely letting go into ecstatic dance feels right in this moment. Like making up a new recipe feels right in this moment. Picking up some crayons and coloring feels right in this moment. And when you let your spirit come through and do that, even the tasks that seem like they have to be done become modes of play. You know, doing the laundry is no longer just doing the laundry. It is like caring for and cleansing these items that you put on your person in order to allow that spirit to express itself on the outside of the body, you know? Just don't be so serious. Is that it? Might be. Okay, so what do we have so far? What do we have? We have shine. Make yourself seen. Make yourself shine. Page of Wands. Remember that those ideas that you are receiving are coming from a trusted source, and remember that the ideas that you are choosing to fly off with, they should be rooted in their source, but also like you can always come back to that source as a reminder, and that source is within yourself too. So if you are this little bird and you fly too far away from like where you started and you think that you have to get back there in order to get back to center, but there are too many factors right now preventing you from getting back to that physical location, remember, it's not about the physical location. It's about coming into center within ourselves. How are you being called to step up and lead? Through choosing things from the heart. You're supposed to lead through just by being an example alone. True leadership is not about control. True leadership is not about governance. You know, true leadership is simultaneously so much more simple than all of that, and also like so much more complex than all of that. There's just such a depth to true leadership. And to know that all of that is play. The best way to do that is play. Even the role of the leader is play. You are allowing your spirit to come through and play the role of the leader. Starseed. What lights you up? Just another message that, like, most of the people who are probably watching this are starseeds, are light workers, are wonderful aliens come here down onto this earth plane in order to work out. It's like a gym, you know, we're here to like exercise our souls. And know that that soul of yours has spent so much time preparing for this. You've spent lifetimes becoming the priestess so that you can play this role here. Do what lights you up. Follow your heart. Okay, that I'm going to leave there. Are you going to stand up for me? Let's see how. I'm going to stand them up for a second. In the order that we pulled them. This isn't working for me, and it's cool. Put that up in just a second. This is exciting. Now, I go take a shower, and hopefully, honestly, I kind of want to do this again later this afternoon after I have, again, cleansed the energetic debris from my auric field and cleansed this beautiful vessel that I am, that I have the luxury of having, and that I have the honor of getting to care for. And I hope that we all remember that it is an honor to be here in a body, in this physical world, to experience life. And shine. Let your spirit shine through. Okay. Thank you.